Right. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome. Ginger Parrot, Healing Heart Medium. I am sitting outside tonight, enjoying the beautiful weather. I think it is currently like, oh gosh, I can take a peek here and tell you how hot it is. It's 91 degrees here in Arizona, believe it or not. 91 degrees. Yes. And I am so excited to sit outside. I sit inside and work for 10 hours a day. So every chance I get to be outside, it's super exciting for me. So I have got with me a very, very, very special guest. Is going to be here for just a little bit. Y'all come in, say hello, let me know you're here. Share if you dare, share if you care, share to your page, share it out. Adriana, hello, how are you? Ellen Jane, hello. This is our cover that goes over our pool because in the summertime, when it's 120 degrees, our pool will be like 100 degrees. So we put the cover over it to try to keep the water temperature down. So, and it also happens to be one of my favorite colors that I use in my room anyway. So come in and say hello. And you know what? Without further ado, I would like to bring in my special guest this evening. Y'all know who this is. Y'all understand where he's coming from. And he is my brother from another other. I would like to welcome this evening, joining me, hi Randy, would be Elias Patras. Here we go. Da, da, da. Yay! Hi, Elias.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Summertime and the breeze is easy.
What? There we go. Let me see. My earphones are not working, but you guys can hear me okay?
Yeah, I
Hang
can
on.
hear you.
I may have to do a minor adjustment here. Silly Willy. Let's try. Let's see if
Now,
it happens.
does this automatically go to my people as well? Did you set that up where it can go
It
there?
sh- it should go out. There we go. It says my there. Say something. Talk to me. Can you hear
Hello?
me better?
Hi. Testing one, two. Testing one, two.
On the computer. That is really weird. So y'all come in while I have this little bit of audio issue
Yeah.
because I
Hello,
want
Ellen Jane and Adriana and
yes,
Claudette. Good to see
yes,
you.
yes.
Nancy.
Oh, let me see settings. There we go. I am on my MacBook and I had to download my Google Chrome to my MacBook because I didn't have it on here. Can you believe that?
No bueno.
No bueno. So I'm still here, y'all. I'm just trying to figure out why. It's not the name I call these. I call these iPods something completely different. There we go. I have a nickname for them. Let's see if that works. Can everybody hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, everybody says they can hear you
It's
fine.
Well, I guess my earpods are not going to work, so y'all going to just have to listen to me on my computer. I call them Uckerpods. There's another name for them with an F in front of that, but I call them Uckerpods. So, hi everyone, Uckerpods. Hi everyone, good to see you all. Kim, hello. Michelle, my belle, hello. Becky Doodle, hello. Dina, hello. Joy Lynn, hello. And Elias, what are you doing? What's your evening like, Elias?
Well, we just got back from having mod pizza with the boys, and we went there and chit chatted, caught up with them for a little bit, and I knew that this was on at 7 o'clock, so I'm like, I gotta get back. I gotta get back. So here we are. Here we are, and it just feels like we
I have
were on the other day together.
the upfront. Yeah, we were just on the other day together. We were talking about um, our retreat that we have coming up in June. So super excited about the retreat that's coming up in June.
Me
So
too.
it is called Aspects of Love. See, I have this presentation, but you said this is the old slide or is this a new slide? I don't have the new slide. I don't know.
Um,
Let's see.
you could have the new slide in a moment if you'd like.
Yes, let's see if it'll let you do a new slide
But,
in a moment. Yeah,
uh,
yes, and let's talk about aspects of love while I have
can I
you here on me with this
I
evening. So,
can. Oh my goodness. Please hold callers. This is exciting. Um, Google Slides. Do I want Google Slides? I don't know. Do I have Google Slides? I don't have Google
Oh,
Slides. But what I do want to do is I want to present the share screen version, and then we'll share the screen, and then we'll do we'll just share the entire screen if we can,
it's
and then
fun.
we'll share that.
And
Um,
more sharing, and sharing is caring.
and it
Priscilla,
won't let me do it.
it won't let you do it? Why
No,
won't it?
shared screen. Join me. Okay, we got that. What about window? What about entire screen? What about just the window? We'll share. No, doesn't StreamYard wants to share the contents of your screen. Okay, so
Let me see. Guest. Let me see. Guest must have. Guest can stream this to their own destination. Let me click on that.
yes,
Yes,
stream
I'll
this
click
to
on
your
that.
audience.
Viewer.
Here we go. Look at this. We can go here and there and there, and you've reached the max number of. Okay, so okay, that's great. And save. Okay, we're saving. Title. Okay, we're just gonna put Ginger Cat.
I love to listen. You know, that's one of the things that's endearing to me when I first started following you, is your typing. I can always hear you typing, and it's. I just absolutely love the typing that you do. It's amazing.
I'm just gonna put Ginger and I chatting and chatting. Okay, save the changes. What the heck? A
What the
title.
heck?
I just put the title for God's sake. Ginger and I chatting. Okay. Save the changes. And then
Theta.
okay.
Hello, Joy.
Now it's gonna go to Joy says I'm a button pusher.
You are.
Yes.
We love
So
button pushing.
tell everybody what you do for your show, because your show is called Heart
Heart.
to Heart Chat.
Yes. What I do for my show is that I try to talk about things that apply to us, that we go through, that affects us on a heart level. And that heart level could be on a spiritual level, a physical level, an emotional level. And I try to address things that come up for us as human beings, as spirits, or should I say, as spiritual beings experiencing being human here on this earth. And I'll pull cards and I'll discuss different things, as far as, you know, things you can do for your self-care, things you can do for health. Your facial expressions are distracting me. It's so cute. And, you know, just talk heart to heart and ask questions that are relevant, and see if people have questions for me, or if they have a topic they want to talk about, and kind of do kind of a community chat. You know, we learn from each other day to day. And if we don't share, we can't learn. So it's just kind of sharing things that I come up with and come across. I am going to here come May 2nd, I have decided to go back into a clinical setting as a nurse, and go back and work as a pediatric nurse, where that's my heart is. I love children and I love working in pediatrics. So I am going back to the hospital effective May 2nd. So I won't be working from home anymore, which in some ways is really good. In other ways, it's not. But I'm super, super excited about it. So it just gives me a chance to just um, be a better service, I guess is the best way to put it. So I'm going to go back and do that. So are you able to do anything at all?
I just sent you a flyer, and so you have it, so you can pop it on there.
We'll
Uh,
have to figure that out.
so let me ask you this.
Okay. I'm listening.
Heart to heart, what do you think is the most challenging piece for people in this community that are learning about their intuition, that they're learning about how to speak from the heart, that they're learning how to empower self? I know we talked a little bit about boundaries, and especially boundaries for the nurturer. We did that workshop a while ago, and I think it's something that we should do again. What would you say that is the hardest piece that you find as you're doing these chats?
The hardest piece that I find doing these chat, as far as talking about heart to heart, I think the hardest piece is, I think some people, the hardest part for me doing, I don't,
Well, I mean,
rework. I-
what people need to hear.
oh,
What's the part that it's hard for them to hear doing the heart to heart?
I think it's hard for them to hear, to do the work,
Hmm.
because they ask the questions, and you and I will give them answers, or suggestions. We don't, we're not perfect. We're not counselors licensed, but we'll give suggestions or examples of things that we may have been through in the past and what worked for us. And I think the hardest part for me by doing the chats is that people are continually asked the same question, and they're not really going through and doing the work. And it's, trust me, I've had to do my work, and I'm sure you've had to do your work, but I think it's the hardest part, that they're not applying anything, or maybe they're not, okay, I tried this and it's not working. What's the next step? And that's, what you and I do. We educate, we communicate, we talk with people, we try to help them. And the work is most important. Or you might as well just draw a circle on the wall, put an X in the middle of it, and just bang your head, because you're not going to get anywhere unless you do the work. Does that make sense?
That totally, and that's what Summer says. Yes, the work. Hi, Rose, and Joy, and Claudette, and Candy, Priscilla. Looking forward for the two of you doing the workshop again. Excellent. Terry, good to see you. The work is never easy, but it's so worth it. Totally true. The work is challenging. The work is challenging. That's why I have to commend you. I know that you do your card readings, but I think it is a challenge to get on social media and to change your format, where it's not like here's the answers, everybody. Here's the here's a card that you want to hear, and everybody wants just a free card reading, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But
No.
again, where's the work being done with, like, here's, you get this card, you'll get this card, and this card will tell you what will this card tell you if you got, that's funny that it's this card. Think it through. So if that's
What would the card
you,
tell? What would it tell them? Yeah.
right, what will it tell, all of you that's listening? Oh, I'm thinking it through. Okay. And then you go on and on. I think the important piece, I was talking about this today on TikTok, was with Kai. She goes by Guava Jelly Tarot. And it was really important to hear that the answer, if you don't do the if you don't do that, if you don't do the work, the answer is not going to be clear. Let me say that again, everybody.
No.
If you don't do the work, the answer is not going to be clear. You can have
Right.
push through any insecurity. Okay. And that's where you end.
Right. Yes.
Andrea says cards
That
are
is.
mostly,
Yeah.
yes. You
Go
want
ahead.
to click on Andrea Turner and look at that answer.
Yes, what you're already aware of these days. Yes, but the way the cards work is this: the design behind cards is your inner self pulling the cards psychically. You're pulling out what it is you need to hear. It is spirit, the god of your understanding, your guides, your past relatives trying to talk with you and give you a message. So if the cards are mostly a confirmation of what you're already aware of these days, if you're aware of it, then do you need to still do the work with it? Do you need to still process it? Is it still causing knee-jerk situations for you? And if it is, then how are you going to work through that? How are you going to not have to keep pulling the same card over and over again? Colette says you can put the card, my mentor, Colette Baron Reed, says you can put the cards back 1,000 times. But if you're not doing the work and if you're not listening, you're going to continue to pull the same card over and over again. And that's like, it's like, it's like this slap in the head. Why aren't you paying attention? Yeah.
So if you were to pull a card for, I don't know, maybe past, present, future, What would you?
Yes. Yes, I could pull a card for past frustration. I have a virgin deck here. Y'all look, this is a virgin unsnapped open deck that I got that I was highly attracted to. It is called Herbal Astrology Cards.
Herbal astrology. I like it.
I am trained in Western herbalism, so I understand plant medicine, the doctrine of signatures with plants, and so I just popped the cherry, so to speak.
Hi,
Brand
Ronnie.
new
Hello,
cards.
Pamela. And Sharon Bryant, hello. Thank you for being here. Sharon Bryant is Chris Wright's mom. So we have she's so sweet watching. She
Nice.
even she even was so cute. She got a book and she sent me a cute little thank you card. That
Oh,
cute?
that's cool. The
Yeah,
male and female
really.
card.
No, see, very cute. Love it.
Oh,
So thank you. Thank you.
so let me see what I've got here. We have exactly 100%. I have done a ton of healing in the past few months. The cards have helped me to, it helped me hugely. I always ask, what is it I need to work on today? That's what you need to ask. And then you have to journal on it and you actually have to do a little bit of work on it. Let me see here. The it definitely takes work, but it's totally worth it. Thank you for all your support and guidance. You're welcome, Kim. And let's see here. So if we did a past things that are in our, this is what I'm going to do. This is things in our past that we need to release and let go of. It's like dragging baggage behind you. Y'all want to drag, you never been to the airport and you're going on a long trip and you have that big old bag packed full of shit and you're trying to get through the airport, and by the time you get on the plane you are completely exhausted because you are dragging all of that baggage with you. It is time to stop taking so much shit with you on your life trip. So, echinacea is talking about your destiny. Echinacea is an absolute, we all know echinacea is a beautiful, beautiful plant that is it's used a lot for the immune system and taking care of your body and keeping your body strong when you catch a cold or a virus. It's an antivirus. It actually, if you take echinacea tincture, it'll actually numb your tongue because it kind of goes through and just gets rid of the virus. But this echinacea card, if we talk about the past, it talks about destiny. So when I look at this card for everybody tonight, for your past and that baggage that you're dragging with you, do you know what your life path is? Do you know what your destiny is? Do you know what it is and where you want to go and what no longer serves you? Where you need to go through your baggage and decide you don't need to take everything with you when you go on this trip in life. Because guess what? There's a store not that far away from maybe where you're going, where if you need something, you can always get it that day in the present. So stop dragging through all of these things in your life with you, and it's time to release it. What do you think, Elias? Did you?
May I add something to that?
Yes, please do.
Trust.
Hmm.
Trust. Trust that what you got from the past, trust what you let go of, trust of what you have learned from that letting go, that it is taking you to
Yeah.
the next step, which is how the past teaches you how to be present.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, that is. So if we're talking about stuff that's going on presently with us on an energetic level, let's see, you're using the destiny cards.
I am.
Okay, I brought them out here also. Look at that.
Look at that. Woo!
So you're welcome, Adriana, for that message. So let's talk about the present. What are things that you need to let go of? I'm getting mosquito bit out here. I hope y'all know. I'm getting
Well,
ate
if
up by
you are doing
mosquitoes.
a pseudo event, I need to send you some Pomifera Repel. It's all natural. It is lemongrass, Pomifera. That's
Please
Pomifera.
do.
Pomifera.
Please do.
And you could actually sing it. Pomifera, Pomifera. Yeah, from Fiddler on the Roof.
Yes.
Who's that
Yes.
coming out of the woods? It's Pomifera, Pomifera. Okay.
You know what? Do me a quick favor. Hold
Yes.
callers. I need to turn my torchlight on and I'll be right
Right.
back. Please carry on.
And as we're talking about Pomifera, we all know that Lisa Randall sells Pomifera. And Pomifera, if you did not know,
I got it.
we're just stalling. Pomifera is um, is Pomifera fruit. Now, the Pomifera fruit is also known as a hedge apple. And what it
Wow.
looks like is it's not a pretty thing, but it really looks really good. It really works really well. That's a hedge apple. Horses, I guess, eat this. Horses eat the hedge apple. But the Pomifera, when Stephanie and I were and Leticia, when we were in Ecuador, when we were in Ecuador, the lemongrass that really, I'm telling you, it really, really helped.
Good. Well, I'm going to need some Pomifera. Where can I buy Pomifera, Elias?
Lisa Randall sells it, and I can get you some.
Thank you. I would love that because we get a lot of messages. So let's talk about what's going on presently with our energy in the present. Have you have your card
Yes.
at the same time or ready? One,
One,
two,
three.
three. Look at this forgiveness and blessings.
Mm.
Perfect. Perfect. Now,
Mm.
is this forgiveness for yourself that you need to let go of presently? Forgiving yourself for maybe ordering Costco and having them bring you the little carrot cake muffins that you're going to eat later. Forgive yourself for having a carrot cake muffin. Or do you need to forgive yourself for maybe snapping at someone, maybe having a rough day and taking that out on them? Something presently going on that you can say, you know what? I forgive myself for being in that mode, in that position, or where I got it, how I got there. Or do you need to forgive someone that maybe they may have said something to you today and they don't even realize that they did hurt your feeling or cause a problem? You say, you know what? They know not for what they do. I forgive them. You can't carry that. That just goes in your baggage and that luggage that you're dragging through the airport again if you don't work through that forgiveness. So, what about with yours, Elias? What do you think?
Well, to go on your forgiveness piece, forgiveness can be a blessing. It's a blessing to
Mm,
forgive yourself, and also it could be a blessing that you're going to have that carrot cake little muffin. It could be a blessing that that person came up to show you about the piece of forgiveness. And yes, guys, um, it is because of being outside. So I know there's a little feedback. Um,
and
and
try to look professional here. Watch.
yeah,
I don't know if it'll connect.
it's very high tech.
No, it won't connect
No.
either. No,
Okay.
I think it's something to do with StreamYard. I did this last minute, bringing my MacBook outside. Normally, I'm in my office with my mic and all of that. So I apologize for the feedback,
No, it's
everybody. I
fine.
really
Don't worry
do.
about it. And I think the blessing that we have to recognize is being. I'm trying to see if that's going to help at all. Does that help at all, everybody?
I'm not hearing feedback, so maybe it's me.
Okay. Does this make it easier or better, everyone? But the blessing is self. If we're being in the present, do you realize that you are the blessing? Do you um, understand that the blessing is you? No, it doesn't help. Okay. Well, poop for that. Okay. We'll go back.
How about now? I put my earphones in. Does that help now?
I don't know.
Okay, carry on. The blessing is
The
you.
blessing is self. You are the
Mhm.
blessing. And when you are the
Mhm.
blessing, you can see the past. You can see what you've done, even if the past is 5 minutes ago, even if the past is two
Yes.
minutes ago. That is in
Yes.
the past. What are you going to do about it currently? Jennifer says forgiveness gives us healing, but you don't always have to deal with the people you forgive if it's toxic. Agreed.
Correct.
Agreed.
Correct.
Yes.
I
Uh,
agree.
Mandy says that's better. The sound is better. Thank you, Mandy. Um, Perseverance to get the message is the lesson here. Mhm. So,
Mhm.
what would the future be like if we did all that?
I have my cool little cards. Did you get these yet? The Dream Weavers?
Dreamweaver. No, I'm very excited about the Dreamweaver. Do you
It's a
like
Japanese artist, and these are so soft and lovely.
it? Is it soft as
So
an easy
let me
chair?
get rid of this. Soft as an easy chair. Yes.
That's good.
Oh, I have a jumper.
You have a jumper.
Okay. I have a jumper. So, what's the present one going to be like? Let's talk about the presents.
In the future.
If
Yeah.
you hear, yes, I'm sorry, the future. If you hear a Sasquatch sigh, if you make a Sasquatch sigh, you're not following your life path. You're not listening to your heart. You're not listening. So for the future for you is don't make a Sasquatch sigh. Listen to your heart. Follow your life path.
This is what it
I'll
sounds
look
like
up.
when a Sasquatch sighs.
Is that what it sounds? What does it
This
sound
is
like? The
what it
echoing
sounds
that's going
like
on?
when a Sasquatch bum, bum, bum,
What
bum,
sigh?
bum, 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 bum.
Sighs.
That was originally the title for Prince's song, but he had to change it to "This is what it sounds like when doves cry," because nobody would believe about a Sasquatch. So just sharing.
I'm going to take that for face value. It's just about having spiritual narcolepsy. It's about seeing through the lens of separation, competition, arrogance, ego, and narrow mindedness.
I love it.
Do not make a Sasquatch sigh.
So
Focus.
the focus is seeing through that lens, seeing through the lens of
Hmm.
possibility,
Hmm.
seeing through the lens of possibility, and also I want to say there's another word coming. Um, I want to say possibility and availability.
Mm.
What is available to you? And if you say you're limited in your availability,
Hmm.
then that's where the focus is going to be. If you're saying that everything is available to you, you can see you're limitless in that availability, then this is what's going to happen. Ronnie says, Elias, you're always so silly. You crack me up
Yes.
even after getting Oh no, tooth teeth pulled. I was there yesterday. I got well, not a teeth pulled, but I got a where is it? On this side. I got a no, it's on this side. Yeah, I got a crack.
You got it. Where is it? Where is it?
This side right there. That's your
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
new crown. New crown.
That looks very nice.
Can you believe $789 for a crown? And then I got these, it was gross. They had to like put something for my bottom teeth and top teeth. They made trays. So what I'm going to do, everyone, is I'm going to get the teeth whitened. And then there's all the old cavities that if they don't polish up, they have to take them out. And the one that I pulled the
Oh.
dentist chair handles off of when I was in fourth grade was the cavity that's right here in the middle.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Data says
That
it's
stuff
very
where they mold your teeth, that's usually pretty bad. Yeah.
Data says it's very
Hang on, I'm
hard to
I'm actually trying to upload your file.
yeah.
It's very hard to what?
When but when you're surrounded
Apologize.
negatively. Andrew
That
says
it is.
$2,000 in Canada for a crown.
Holy cow. Uh-oh. My file is sideways.
Uh-oh.
Watch this. I got it, you guys. Add to stream. Are you ready? Can
I
y'all read
love
that?
it. Look at that. That's beautiful. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
I have to fix that. At least I got it, right?
You
There
got
we
it.
go. I'm working on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this has been lots of fun. I know my brain is just I love it when you're on and I love when you encourage me to move and talk more and talk about what I do more. I don't know why lately it's been more difficult to do that. I have to really sit and think about that. So,
I love when you
um,
have these
yes,
heart-to-heart
aspects of
talks.
love.
I love it. And
Mhm.
Laura Wooster is here with us. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura. How are you? Love to see you. Yeah, she's laughing at my sideways,
You
the
missed it,
sideways
Laura.
slide that we
When,
have.
this is When
We
Sasquatch
do.
Sigh. It's a new song. It was originally sung by Prince. He had to change it to This Is What It Sounds Like When Doves Cry, but he wanted it to be This Is What It Sounds Like When Sasquatch Sigh. Yeah. I think you should show her the
And
card.
oh, I should show her the card. You know what? You should never make a Sasquatch sigh.
Never.
Here,
Never.
Laura. This is the deck. If you hear, this is the card telling you, if you hear a Sasquatch sigh, then you're not being your true, authentic self.
Right. And this is what it
If
sounds
you,
like when a Sasquatch. Uh, 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 uh. This is what it sounds like when a Sasquatch sighs. Okay. Now, I'm going to pick one
thank you.
card and you pick one card. Okay. Ready?
Okay. Oh,
Get a
eeny,
different
meeny. Hold on. Let me pick a deck.
deck. Ooh, that one just
Okay.
flew out. Okay, ready? Bum, 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 bum.
Yes.
There it is. Look, 4 of them flew. I got to pick one. Okay, hang on. They're jumpers today. Oh, I love this card.
You've
You
looked
ready?
already? Did you peek?
I didn't peek,
Peek?
but I really like this card though.
I love this card.
Okay, go for it. What deck are you using?
Arnica.
Arnica.
I'm using Arnica. I am using this deck, which is really cool. It's the Herbal Astrology deck. And Arnica talks about being the teacher. Arnica as an herb is really, really good for bruises and trauma. And so we're going to talk, I'm going to say this is more of a teacher in trauma because arnica is used for trauma, for injuries to the skin, which would be our shell, our covering around our soul. So this one being the teacher, I'm going to say that this is a really good card to learn to protect your self-care and not allow people to cause trauma to you. And I don't even want to say it that way. What is the way that I want to say this? It's just learning to protect your if you're an empath, protecting yourself, not allowing those things around you to cause such trauma and bruising to your skin, because arnica is a teacher. It's also an amazing healer, and by learning how to protect yourself, you are just learning to heal yourself and teach yourself. So there. I
Well,
could go on and on, but carry on, caller.
the 4 cards that popped out, I picked one and then there was one stuck to it. So
Hmm.
we have the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by
Yes.
John Holland.
Yes.
And look at the 2 cards that came out. Believe and Succeed.
Oh.
I love this. This is why
Hmm.
this is really pretty. And then right behind it, stuck to it, was Clarity of Belief. Look at that. We've got
That's
Believe
perfect.
and Succeed and Clarity of Belief. What happens when we believe in self? What happens? Look at the gentleman here. Hand on the heart, and then
Mhm.
the butterfly transforms, right? So it's like this,
Yes.
just knowing that the heart is shifting, and then you believe it and it succeeds.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Mandy is starting trauma yoga tomorrow.
That will be really, really releasing and really clearing. That sounds amazing. Trauma yoga. I've not heard of that. I'm starting hot hula on Friday.
Hot
Hot
hula.
hula. Hot hula. It's doing hula like to different styles of music, and it's a really good core exercise. So I'm going to start hot hula
I like
on
that.
Friday.
You're
So
welcome.
cards are so interesting. And everybody saying good night. Yes. Sorry, Elias, I'm jumping in on the top of you. I apologize. Um, yes, those are awesome. Sounds like fun.
Hi, Queen Lizzie.
Queen Lizzie says hello. Yeah, so she's saying hello. So everybody's here. This is great. So
We
That's
got
kind of
something
how
going on.
cards work. Yeah,
We got something going on Saturday. You and I, Saturday morning.
we do. Saturday morning, we do. We have this Saturday, April 15th, you and I are having a Zoom that you can go to eliaspatris.com and you can type that. Can you type comments in? They can't even do that, can you? You can?
I can, as long as I can.
Okay, eliaspatris.com. And we have, hold please, hold color. It is at 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, which is also Pacific Standard Time right now. You can go to eliaspatris.com/events appearances and sign up for our Zoom class, because in this Zoom class, we will be talking about our retreat that's coming up in just 2 months, less than 2 months in June. We're going to be in Oregon. Wait,
Yes.
Elias is already in Oregon. I'm going to go up to Oregon and hang out with Elias at this beautiful retreat center, and it's going to be about aspects of love. We're going to work through, and I could look. I've got the old slide, which is upright. Hold on, please. At least, oh, looky there. That's the new slide. Yes, the aspects of love, which is him and I are going to be working through. There's different, we're going to be doing a fire ceremony. There's going to be a thing about writing a letter to a loved one. There's going to be drum making. You're going to be able to make your own drum. And I believe she said it's going to be either deer or maybe buffalo. I'm not sure what the height is. It depends on what's available. And it's like a large, was it 12 or 13, 14-inch drum?
14-inch drum.
14-inch drum. Now, 14-inch drums will cost you, if you buy one that somebody makes, I mean, they're $400 to $500 to buy a good drum that's well made. And you yourself are going to be putting the work into that drum. You're going to be putting your intentions and the energy into that drum. All of that will be part of the weekend that we're having together.
And it
Carry
holds the memory of what you're doing. Now, here's the thing, guys. If you sign up with your deposit by April 30th, you save $100. You save
Right.
$100. We were doing the early bird special, which was $875, and now
Yes.
the cost after April 30th is $975. That's including with the drum making, the retreat, the food, and the lodging.
Yes, absolutely.
How do I get it back to Iowa? That's a great thing, because what we're going to do is we're going to have a way to ship it to you. We are going to have a way to ship it to you.
Yes.
We're working on that, because I think there is Susan Fuller, who will be on the retreat, has a way of doing that. So I'm super excited about that. I also want to share, because it is heart to heart, and she is part of my heart. I put bunny ears on Willow and Harry today.
I saw that. You shared that picture with me. That was wonderful. Are you putting it up there now? Because I'm busy trying to flip my
there's
thingy
Willow.
around.
And then I'll show you Harry.
Harry's ears are standing up. Willow's were very relaxed. I noticed.
Then, here's the other one.
No.
Yes.
Yes, it is in the springtime things that are going on. So, you know what? Here I've got it. I've got it flipped around now, Elias. Can you believe this? I fixed it. Here we go. While you were talking, thank
Bada
you.
bing, bada boom,
And here we go, guys. There it is. June 23rd, 3 p.m. through Sunday, June 25th. We are join Elias and I for a weekend of exploring the many aspects of love. Now, a lot of this is self-love, but a lot of it is love and how you show yourself to the world and how the world sees you. And as we're going to deepen our understanding of our inner voice, we'll bridge the gap of loving ourselves through support and community. This is this is sacred space. Nothing goes outside the circle. Nothing leaves this retreat. Everything that goes on in this retreat has remained in sacred. It's HIPAA-fied, as I call it in my line of work. It's all kept quiet, and we hold space and we support everyone. This weekend is going to allow us to work on clearing old patterns that no longer serve us as we determine how to prepare ourselves to love on all levels. You have to love yourself before you can fully love anyone else. It's very, very important. And it's a lesson that takes years for some people to learn. I know I had to learn how to love myself because I did not have a lot of self-love up until my 50s, believe it or not. And it says we'll dive deep within our true love of spirit, ourselves, and others. And we talked about the drum. It's going to be a large group. Spaces are filling up fast. So if you don't have yourself registered by the end of April, then that's the early bird special price. The prices are going to go up
It's only
because
25
the
people,
retreat centers. Yeah. Yeah, there's only 25 because the retreat center is everything's raising the prices on us right now. So the meditation, the trance dance, the cord cutting ceremony we're talking about doing, the drum making, and the writing the letter. I have come up with a very innovative way to write this letter to yourself or to a loved one. And here, I'm going to take this back out of the way here. And I'm super excited about this way because you're going to tap in to your true self when you write this letter. It's going to be amazing. Elias and I talked about it earlier. So there's only 12 spots left. Yes.
right?
So
And
it's worth it.
I want people to know that the info session will be great. Even if you just want to know what retreats are like, come for the
Mhm.
info session. Anybody that's been on a retreat, I encourage you to please come so you can speak about the retreats that you've been on. Also, I want to go back to, because this is Ginger's time, everybody, and she doesn't like to toot her horn. Um, Hardly at all. So, I commend you for taking the time out to reach out to community, because this is of service. You put yourself out there and you do such great work. And you do work that is authentic, it's full of integrity, and it's full of compassion. So I want
Thank
to acknowledge that, and also say that when you do your heart to heart chat, everybody, again, it's not always about let's get a card read. It's about what's going on with your heart center. And I think
you. Mhm.
you, as a nurse, and all the years have done that, and what you create with your products, because many of you don't know that she creates wonderful sprays as well, and creams and lotions. It is really important to acknowledge that for you. So,
And I do make special blends. I do actually do sessions where I speak with people and we talk about what they need in aromatherapy to work with their mind, body, and spirit, and to work through. It's a custom blend I can make for people depending on what it is that they need to work on or change.
and
So
this
sorry,
is
I have to scratch the mosquito bite on my foot.
no,
Yes, carry on.
and this is why you have the healing heart.
Mhm.
This is why you have that. You are heart to heart, and it's really important. LaDonna, you're welcome. Hi, Irma. Hi, Lily. And Claudette says thank you. She does. I so want to be there. I really could use it. I will be there. Uh, Lily says, Ginger, I'm a CNA. Thank you for
Yes,
your service.
yes, that's hard work. That's
It-
hard work.
it-
Without the CNAs, the nurses would fall on their butt because they need that support.
right.
So thank you for doing that. Yes.
So again, we started the
So
hour with talking about Lisa Randa said, I'll bring you some Pomifera Repel spray, Ginger. Um, excellent. I might order some before that for her, Lisa. So
yeah,
what would you say, given the cards that were just read, what would you say would be something heart to heart? What can you share from the heart that would pertain to how people can stay present? They learn from their past, they are in their present, and they look forward to the future. What is something that someone needs to know?
I think if you grow up, and a lot of us do, we grow up in an atmosphere that's not completely nurturing for our spirit. Some parents do their very, very best. Some parents don't do as well as they should. And all children need to have some recognition of self, need to be told you're doing a good job, need to be told, oh, you're pretty today and you're so smart. And those things that not everybody gets a chance to hear when we're growing up. And I think if I were to say with heart to heart, what I've learned for self is that working through that, knowing that you are enough and that you are smart and that you don't necessarily, it is nice to be able to hear it from parents or people that you respect or look up to, but the person you need to hear it from is yourself. And that is the hardest thing to learn how to do, is to speak to yourself and tell yourself that you are smart and that you are worthy and that you deserve to do what it is that you want to do. And I think a lot of us just go with what we hear. I mean, we hear things, a lot of hurtful things. The world is can be very hurtful, and a lot of us take that in and we don't ever flip that switch, as Elias calls it. Flip that switch is not saying I'm stupid, but I am smart, but I may not be smart in the way you think I am, but I'm super smart in another way. I may have book smarts, or maybe I'm really good at spatial reasoning. I can't do spatial reasoning. Spatial reasoning is being able to look in your mind and be able to pack something and know all the areas without ever having to measure something. That is a special type of smart. So I think that's real important. I think what got to me this week was on American Idol. I watch it because I enjoy it. There was a gentleman on there who's high functioning Asperger's, and his parents got him into music, and he's a musical genius. Personality wise, he can't handle people and the stress of everything, but he pushed himself to be on this show. And you saw him break down several times on this show, trying to manage the stress of trying to be on American Idol, but coming out in the long run saying how proud he was of himself because he got to allow himself to do outside of his home what it is that he has a passion about. And I see things like that and it warms my heart, because that means that hopefully the world is becoming more and more accepting of people that are different, that you don't have to be in a norm. You don't have to color inside the lines. I've never colored inside the lines. I've always done the different things, so allow yourself to be like my favorite black and white movie, Young Frankenstein. Allow yourself to be abnormal. There's nothing wrong with being abnormal. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite all-time movies, and I've always said I'm abnormal. I don't
Me
want
too.
to be normal. It's boring.
Please read Claudette's message.
Let's see, how far back is Claudette? Oh gosh, let me see here. My heart center is healing still from bypass surgery, and I'm not myself. Ginger, you explain the healing on how it happens because doctors actually touched your heart. I feel like I'm starting all over again in every way. Thank you so much for explaining that to me. You know what, Claudette, I have to tell you this, and I'm so glad I was able to help you through that. I found that out when my mom had open heart, because my mom talked to me about she actually felt everything, not painful, but she talked to me at how it changed her, how it changed how her heart felt. And I got to thinking about it. You touch an organ that's supposed to be in this casing that no one's supposed to touch, and it changes the energy of your heart. And it takes a full year to heal from open heart surgery physically, and working with stones and aromatherapy and Reiki and putting lots of love back into that heart, and taking those suture lines and saying, I'm grateful, being grateful for the scar. We call it the Vertical Scar Club. If they had to do open what we call a cabbage, which sounds terrible, which is coronary artery bypass. But giving love and healing to that scar and being grateful for that scar, being grateful for the ability to have that done and survive longer. But you're right, it does mess with you. You're very emotional the first year because someone touched your heart outside of where it's supposed to be safe. So you touch it every night when you go to bed. Touch your heart, send it lots of love and healing, and help that. So, and Claudette, I'm glad I was able to help you through that. Thank you.
She said, yes, they did a cabbage.
Thanks. Yeah, fancy cabbage. My mom always said, I said, you had a cabbage done. She said, what? But she also had a mitral valve replacement, and they did a pig valve. This is the daughter. This is the message. She'd say, I'd listen to her heart, and she'd say, what is it? My mom's super serious. She'd go, what did it sound like, Ginger? I said, well, It goes, and she, oh, what? She smacked me. She goes, stop that. I go, well, you have a pig valve. So I figured it's, oh, I was trying to make her laugh because
That's
she
true.
went through a lot with her open heart. Yeah. But so there we
And if
go.
you guys want to learn more about Ginger, she does have a
Super
best-selling
plug.
book,
Yeah.
and it's called Own Your Awesome. There's 27 of us in here, and Ginger's um, chapter is coming out of the shadow and into my light. So please, it is available on her website. Own Your
It's
Awesome.
doable, everybody. The work we talk about doing is doable because technically, if you grew up the way I would grow up, you should be on like tons of meds and be like locked away. Most people don't survive that type of thing. And I found my way out of it. So it is very doable. I know it's my nails on my water bottle.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, what is that?
It's ringing the bell.
Yes.
There we go.
Um,
Yes.
Pamela says, I felt this about the invasion of my body's energies, and this is the first time I heard anyone relate to it. I love that. Kimberly says, I'm a former CNA, no longer certified, and PCT, going to take the TEAS test Thursday to enter nursing school for my RN. Congratulations. Andrea says, I've started making organic body butters with essential oils, and it's been pivotal in reconnecting with myself after trauma. I love that. Hi, Katrina.
Mhm.
Hello. How are you all? New here. How do I get in line for a read? Katrina, this is different. Our talks on my live and on Ginger's live are a bit a little different. Sometimes we do readings, but then we do a lot of talking and education. Not
Mhm.
just here's a
Mhm.
card, thanks for coming. It's here's the card, here's what it means. How does it relate? How does it mean? What does it mean for you? What did you get out of it? It's more than just the stereotypical here's a card pull. I hope that explains
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. And
We
about
appreciate
once a
you.
month I'll do, I'm sorry?
Oh, I just said, Katrina, we appreciate you. I know a
Yes.
conversation instead of, doing one of these things. Wait for it. Okay, Katrina, your answer is next question. Yeah, no, not what we do. Not what we do.
But once a month I'll go through and I'll pull cards for everybody. And I like when I do that, pulling cards for everybody, because if I'm on an hour, I'm averaging, and I think Aaron keeps track, I can average 26 to 35 people in an hour. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of tapping into the divine. But when I do that, my wish is for you, and my hope is that you take that card that you get that night when I do that once a week, and you make it applicable to what's going on with you. If it resonates, and do the work for the month for the next card. That's my wish for you. And then learning how to buy your cards 50% off at Hay House. They have some really good cards right now. You could probably get a Dreamweaver deck or a Sacred Destiny deck, 50% off on select cards, so you can actually start doing your own work and pulling your own cards.
And Katrina, just for you staying, I pulled this card for you, the Power card. This is by the Sacred Destiny card by Denise Lynn. And think about the power. Think about you calling in your own personal power. Have you done it recently? Do you do it each day? And do you give gratitude for your own personal power? And let's just say, not only for Katrina, but for everybody. Do we acknowledge the empowerment that we do for ourselves? And there's Coco. Do we do that? Do we actually say, I'm empowering myself? I'm amping up the power and I'm empowering myself. So
Mhm.
I um, want to thank you. I know you've got a couple of minutes to go.
I'm actually a couple more minutes. I think we've done a really good job. You were only going to be on here for a little bit, and I'm super,
But
super grateful. But I think it's good that we talk about doing the work. And gosh, if you guys, if any way you can swing coming to the retreat in June, you see Elias and I online. We like each other. This is not, I mean, we talk about every day. So it isn't like this is just a thing. Elias and I truly are friends. We truly are friends. We look out for each other, and we really do honor. We really do want to do the work. We really do want to make a difference with people and take our experiences and pass it on so that you can just be a better, I don't want to say a better person. That's not the way you can do the work and just feel better about
Right.
yourself, about your life. And if there's any way you can swing it, you know, you can contact Elias at eliaspatras.com/events, and you can look it up and sign up before the end of the month. And Elias, I'm so grateful you've spent all this time with me on here today.
Thank you, my
So,
friend. Thank you, my friend. And guys, thank you. And thank you for following Ginger. Please follow
mhm.
her, Ginger Healing Heart Medium, on TikTok. She really needs to go live, you guys. Really,
I've
truly.
got,
Tell your friends.
I've got all this funny stuff I think I should push on there. There we go. My Instagram is Ginger Healing Heart Medium.
Yes.
I have a TikTok, Ginger Heart Healing Heart Medium. And then I have one more. There we go. www. There's my website. And then if you have any questions at all, email me. I will answer you back. Ginger at healingheartmedium.com. So there we have it. So this has been so much fun, Elias. I really appreciate you coming on. I
Thank
may be a bad girl and go in and have you had those Costco cake
No, I have
muffins?
not because I think they have walnuts in them.
They probably, oh, you're allergic to walnuts? Yeah, they
I get
probably
cold
do.
sores from them, so I can't. Yeah.
Ah, well, don't do that. I'll take a
Give them to
bite for
John.
you.
I can give them to John.
Yes.
He would enjoy.
Yes. Yes, I will take a bite for you. So hang on if you can, Elias. And meanwhile, everyone, thank you so very much. As Elias and always said, I don't copy his thing, but there really is unity and community. There is there, you know, talking things over and being supportive to each other. You don't know what you're struggling through and how to get through it unless you share with someone else that's going through the same thing, and that they may actually have something that they can say to help you get through it.
And
So,
Katrina, I hope you come back to both of our lives.
mhm.
I'm doing a live tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for guided meditation and on Facebook. So come join. And thank you for being here. Anybody that's new, go ahead, Ginger.
And what is it we say? From our heart to
Heart
yours.
yours. Thanks, everybody.
Mwah. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. And